It's bad. Here's what's coming next for the American people, I believe. These are the things that the average people will begin to feel. If you're not already in these, you begin to feel invisible. The average person, and this is Americans, left, right, center, but not the people who are centered in politics. Those who are driven by politics will not feel this way because they will be trying to grab power. This is the average Democrat, the average Republican, the average independent, who are not geared towards politics. They have just let the parties dictate who they are. But soon they will see that neither party is telling them the truth. And so those people who are just the regular neighbors that we had, not the politicians or the people who are in the parties, they will begin to feel invisible. Nobody's listening to me. Nobody sees my plight. They will work harder for less. We're all probably doing that already. They'll begin to wonder why. Why am I doing any of this? Our kids will wonder, why am I going to school and I'm going to rack up all these bills? Why? Most importantly, the next one, they will see others not abiding by the rule of law. When that one happens, it's trouble, because why am I doing that? When I could just steal it, when I could just take it, when I can just play the party game and I'll just take it. I'll control others. That's when things really come out of control, a crisis hits, and we will look for something or someone to unify. This is what's coming now. This is the new chalkboard. So what is the answer? Here comes the controversial answer, and I don't think it's really, shouldn't be that all that controversial. Have to have faith. And you add to faith virtue, and to virtue knowledge, and knowledge moderation, moderation patience, patience reverence, reverence kindness, into charity. This comes from 2 Peter, and this is the path. We have to start just increasing our faith. Have enough faith to be able to say, okay, I know God's got it under control, and I'm just going to be a virtuous person. I'm just going to live by the principles that I know I'm supposed to live. And I'm going to add to that knowledge. I'm going to do as much homework you've already done. Hopefully you've done this and this. Now, moderation. I'm going to downsize my life. I'm not going to be extreme in any way. And then patience. I'm going to be patient with the people who drive me out of my mind. I'm going to have reverence for something. Let me ask you, how many things do we have reverence for? Do we have reverence for anything anymore? Reverence, kindness, and charity. Now, that's the recipe, but here's my job, I think. I don't even think we have faith anymore. I don't think we have faith for anything, which is why I started Mercury One. Mercury One is what? What do they do? Charity. But they do charity, that's at the bottom of the list. No, charity causes you to do one thing, and you've felt it if you've ever been to any of our events. Any restoring honor, restoring love, any of these things, when you're involved, you remember what it feels like to be around people who are good, what it feels like to be a part of community. And that remembrance does one thing. It gives you hope. Hope that something is going to happen. Something good is around the corner. There are good people. You remember that, and you've seen it in action. So you remember and you think, there is hope. Okay, we're going to have hope. Hope leads to faith. And from faith, then you start this cycle and you go down. And it repeats itself. This is why I've been saying, people are going to start feeling invisible. We have got to get together with the people, the left and the right, that are not centered on politics, but on principles, because they feel the same way that we do. They're lacking faith or hope in anything, That's why goodness, decency, kindness, charity is the answer. Anger, politics, protests, guns, all of that will only make that top come down and swallow up the bottom. and it's 70 years of darkness. We have one chance to do it and do it right. And I really, truly believe, I've said this from the beginning, you are the audience that will make the difference. You are the group of people that will actually end up, in the end, saving the country from profound darkness. But we have to follow a pattern. That's a pretty good pattern. What do you say? We work on charity, and we find groups of people that will work and serve people who think that we're haters. Let's find those people and serve them without asking anything in return. Just love them. It will grow hope and faith, and then you're off to the races. Back in a minute.